A Detroit judge landed herself in hot water and off the bench for making alleged racist and homophobic remarks. Judge Kathleen Ryan is out of her courtroom after more than a decade on the job. Heather Catallo from Scripps News Detroit, who broke this story, by the way, has new details on why the investigation into Ryan is now expanding.
I'm Heather Catallo. It's a story we first broke. A local judge accused of making racist and homophobic comments. Judge Kathleen Ryan was removed from her docket in late August. And now I've learned that investigators from the Judicial Tenure Commission have been conducting interviews about the judge's alleged behavior with employees at the Oakland County probate court. The question now is, will she be taken off the bench for good or allowed to go back to work?
I can honestly say that, okay, I'm not systemically racist, I'm a new racist.
The 7 investigators were the first to reveal the recordings that Oakland County officials say prompted Judge Kathleen Ryan's removal from her docket in August.
Black. I'm so off at this Black Lives Matter, #Me Too. All this. Oh my God, I'm like, you.
Ryan is the Oakland County Chief Probate Pro Tem Judge.
The Honorable Kathleen Ryan presiding. Good morning. You may be seated.
And she's been on the bench for more than 13 years. Attorney Edward Hutton is the Oakland County Probate Court Administrator.
I've never met anybody that enjoys hurting people and brags about it the way she does, or intimidating people, scaring people.
Hutton is in charge of running everything that's not under the judge's purview inside one of the state's largest probate courts. He alleges Judge Ryan has been calling him both during work and after hours for years. And Hutton says during those hours and hours of calls, Judge Ryan said highly inappropriate and racist things.
But this whole Black Lives Matter stuff, you know, they're like, everyone's all entitled. Let's assume that they did get screwed just because of the nature of their color and the way America is, systemic racism, all that. Fine. But don't they have an obligation to step up to the plate too? I mean, think about it. All they have to do is look at their history, like the whole baby mamas and the dads taking off, and it's like you guys have an obligation too. You want us to treat you equally, you got to step up and do the same job. You know, you don't get to be a lazy.
Why did you start recording the calls?
I just felt like it wasn't going to change. Nothing's manipulated in it. It's conversations that I was a part of, and I'm absolutely willing to testify to the authenticity of every single one of them.
Hutton says he sent Chief Probate Judge Linda Hallmark a formal complaint about Judge Ryan in May. He says very little happened until 3 months later when he sent the recordings of Ryan to the Michigan Supreme Court and to the Oakland County Executive.
You know.
Judge Hallmark then issued a statement saying she notified the Judicial Tenure Commission, or JTC, which decides whether judges should face discipline. Sources tell the 7 investigators the highly secretive JTC investigative process is underway. But Hutton says he's always been concerned Judge Ryan's powerful friends in Oakland County might protect her.
I hate to say it, knock on wood, I really kind of am untouchable. They can't touch me. They can't touch my salary. They can't touch my job. All they can do is have somebody run against me. Good luck.
Hutton says Ryan has bragged in the past about knowing people on the Judicial Tenure Commission, although there's no indication she's contacted them about this.
My buddy Monty Burmeister, he's on the JTC.
Hutton says in the past, Judge Ryan also talked about how the rest of the Oakland County judges would support her.
I'm pretty untouchable, so you guys really want to be. So you got 22 judges who are. Guess what? They're still going to back me.
This isn't the first time that Judge Ryan has allegedly made statements about her status as a judge. In November of 2021, Wixom police arrested Ryan for domestic assault. That charge was later dropped, but police records say Ryan hit her boyfriend in the face, and when she was arrested, she allegedly mentioned she was a judge and yelled obscenities at the officer, saying she was going to, quote, come after the officer.
Judges are at the center of representing the system of justice to the public. And it's not only important the way in which they handle their work, but the view that the public has of them.
Law professor Larry Dubin is a legal ethics expert. Dubin says Judge Ryan's statements about race and being untouchable have the potential for serious consequences from the JTC, because even the appearance of misconduct can violate the code of judicial conduct.
I would say that if a judge believes that he or she is basically untouchable, that they basically can do whatever they want to do, and there will not be any consequences for it, is really mistaken. So the Supreme Court is going to be concerned, even if a judge is creating a bad image before the public.
She's a judge, and she makes decisions from the bench that affect individuals' lives and families' lives and have a rippling effect throughout our communities, our county, our state, and it just can't be allowed to continue.
I did reach out to Judge Ryan's attorneys. They did not comment on these new recordings, but previously told us, quote, "We respect the authority of the Michigan Supreme Court. However, we look forward to vindicating Judge Ryan in the appropriate forum." Meanwhile, the executive director of the JTC says their confidentiality rules prevent them from commenting as well. I'm Heather Catallo, 7 News Detroit.